Hey, hi everyone. This is Tanika Wright of Real 365 for another episode of my independent filmmaker chat. And tonight I am sitting down with Gordon Timothy. Hi.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Tanika, for having me.
You're very welcome. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You know, the blood is starting to flow and everything. I'm doing all right. Thank you.
Good. I'm so glad that you agreed to sit down with me tonight. Before I get into why I picked you for tonight, let's hear a little bit about your background and, how you entered into the film world.
All right. Okay. So my name is Gordon Timothy, as we've established. My background: I'm originally from Malawi and have been traveling a little bit. Came here via Canada, and here now. Glad to be here.
I never knew that, but go on.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. Okay.
There you go. Saved it for the show. Yeah, I've been acting for a very long time. Grew up with a passion for music. I always thought I was going to end up doing the music thing, singing and writing, producing. And then somewhere along the lines, just acting took over. I think I got into acting, and it came kind of easy to me, and I love the response. And easy is nice sometimes. So I just kept on going with it, and started taking classes and in high school, and got a little more serious with it in college, and I went to an acting conservatory here in DC, and then started branching off into film and loved film. That was the dream, to be in movies. So I loved the chances I got to be in short films, then independent films, and I just kept on going.
Okay, so your first love was music. Do you
Yes.
use instruments or just sing and write and produce?
I was singing.
Yeah.
I was singing. Yeah, it's kind of in the background now. But I grew up on Michael. Like, the people that know me, I'm like huge Michael fan. So that was everything. Music has been everything to me, from childhood.
Okay. And so from the singing, you got interested, or you got bitten by the bug to be on stage in front of people? And is that how you transitioned into acting, you think? Or
I think I never even thought about it. I think I think it was something like that. Got a glimpse of acting, and felt natural, felt good, and just kept on going with it. And yeah.
Now we met. Oh gosh, how many years has it been now?
Yeah, good question.
Maybe 4 years ago. Has it been that long?
I thought it was longer than that. It was probably longer than that.
You know what? It has been longer than that. Yeah. Maybe 5, 6.
Yeah, around 5, 6 there. Right.
5, 6. So at that time, you were acting in a short film that I was helping out a fellow filmmaker with. Shout out to Lori Nelson Lee.
Yes, indeed.
And you did an awesome job. Awesome job. And so from then on, it's been acting. Yeah.
From then on, no. From then on, it's been everything but acting. Really?
Really?
No. From then on, it's been a lot of writing. It's been a lot of 9-to-5ing. It's been like everything else. I'm like been hoping for a chance to just relax and act, but now it's been like everything else, life and the producing and a bit of directing and learning. So it's been everything else.
Okay. So are you still in music?
No.
Okay, so when you say writing, we're talking film.
Yes, we're talking.
Mhm,
Film.
mhm.
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of ideas through the years, a
Mhm.
bunch of ideas that have come to me, and at a certain point, I was just like, you know what, let's do this. Let's start and see what happens,
Yeah.
and yeah, got on it, and yeah.
Any formal classes in on writing or directing or producing, or you just jumped on out there and did it?
I I jumped on first.
Mhm.
I read a book, read some stuff, jumped on, and then
Mhm.
took some workshops.
Yeah.
After that, I took a very nice workshop that I tell people about in New York by Ella Tier. She's out in New York. She's with Independent Film School. She's
Mhm.
really, really cool people in non-conventional methods that have really helped me get stuff out.
Mhm.
So, I put that out there. But yeah, for me, I jumped in, got things rolling, and continued to learn to help my writing along.
Exactly. Trial by fire. So
Yes.
a lot of people like to let making a movie hold them back because they feel like, oh, I need to go to film school.
Right.
I've already gone to school, but I need to go on and go to film school. And not saying anything is wrong with going to film school.
No, no.
But what I am saying is that if this is your passion, this is what you want to do, you get a book, go to the library, take some workshops,
Yes.
and you just jump out there and
So
go
much,
for it.
a whole lot of stuff on YouTube these days. You can get
Hmm.
DVDs, what have you. There's just so much out there. Whatever helps you in your situation, go for it. As you said, yeah,
That's right. So,
yeah.
what do you write? What genre do you write? Or you dibble and dabble in a few different?
A few different. I love drama. Uh,
Mm.
so yeah, that's me at my core, if you will. Um, the one of the one of the last scripts I wrote was actually a comedy, and yeah, I don't know how that happened, but and yeah, we'll see what the feedback is going to be for
So
that.
you've been writing. Have you been writing and just archiving what you're writing? Are you writing for other people? Writing
Uh,
for yourself, or
yeah, I've been writing to produce one day.
mm-hmm.
I am kind of attached to a lot of my writing, so
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to be involved in the production and
Right.
at least play a character in those productions when the time comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Which is really what independent filmmaking is about. You get to wear the different hats and let it be your vision all the way through.
right,
Yeah, yeah. So
right.
you have a film that you just completed. Did you just complete it, or it's been in the can for a minute?
It's been around. It's been completed for like close to a year now.
Okay. Okay.
Close to a year now. Yes. But finally, for the love of everybody that loves me, it's done. Can let it out and work on something else. Good God,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's been,
So
it's
the title of the film is Fine Lines, and this is why I decided to reach out to you to sit down with me, um, because you're going to be premiering it online. But before we get there,
yes.
tell us a little bit about the film.
Okay. That question I've been
Uh-huh.
expecting. Where are my notes?
Without giving away too much. Don't
Without
give
giving
too
away
much.
too much, where are my
Don't give too
notes?
much.
Um, Fine Lines is I call it a provocative murder mystery. Um, it's 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 it follows a detective trying to uncover a murder that took place, and in that he's interrogating witnesses or people that were there, and everyone seems to have a slightly different version of what really happened, and he's combing through that, and we're seeing all those different stories and arriving at what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So if it's been done for about a year, how long did it take you guys to film?
Oh my gosh. It took all of about a week.
Oh,
I mean, yeah. It took about 4 or 5 days. It's
okay.
30 minutes running time.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, the production was, we had to get it done.
Right,
We had to finish it and let people get back to their schedules and
right,
things
right.
like that. So it's like, okay, we got these days. It was really, I mean, it was like, I think it was 3 days of solid shooting, and then one of some B-roll stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
So what were your thoughts, this being your first, how was it on set? Because you produced and directed.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what did that feel like coming out the gate?
Not good.
Doing see some truth. Some truth.
Not good. I mean, it was great. It was so much fun. Like,
Mhm.
man, we had just an amazing cast and crew.
Mhm.
Love the actors, love the crew. Thank you so much. And check them out. Check out IMDb and check out our cast and crew. See what they're doing. They're really amazing people and amazing talents. So it was a lot of fun. Um, and at the same time, it was a lot of work. I didn't get any sleep those three
Yeah.
days. I didn't get maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour or two at night, but I didn't even feel it.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I didn't even feel it going through it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but it was just so much work, and trying to balance the producing and directing
Mhm.
for the first go round. Would not advise it, but you gotta do what you gotta
You
do.
gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do. Yes.
Any pains that you can speak to?
Pains.
Yeah. Any
Mm,
things that, anything that came up that you say, you know what, the next time I do this, I will make sure that this doesn't happen. For
Well,
any newbies out there.
I'm sorry. What was the last part?
No, for any newbies out there,
Okay.
anything that was a pain in the ass that, you will
The,
be.
the, the biggest thing I would say, I mean, for me, which I wish, which would have worked better if I had worked it better, was just time. Um,
Yeah.
it was really, really an aggressive, not only shooting schedule, but pre-production. It was like getting things set, and the dates were set. And it was like, oh, okay, it's a week out. Oh, okay, so we gotta put all this thing together in a week. All right, I guess we're doing it. So at that point, it was just, if I had more time
Yeah.
to put things together, it would
Yeah.
have been even more smoother production, and I would have given myself more time and more preparation to really do the directing thing, if you will. I mean, I think produce. I had to just by circumstances, I had to focus a lot on producing side. That
Mhm.
I would have liked a little more time on the directing side,
Yeah.
directing the camera
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
But luckily, I had great people with me. I keep wanting to call him Anthony Hamilton Riley. He's the cinematographer. He shot the heck out of it, and yeah, big ups to him.
Hi, Hamilton Riley.
Yeah.
But no, I would definitely agree with you. My first go round, pre-production, you have your locations, you have your props, you have the actors,
Right.
and going in it, you think, okay, that's it, but it gets so much deeper,
Yes.
deeper than that. So I would definitely agree.
Locations falling out, and you get to the locations like, yeah, this gonna be a little tricky.
Right.
What's plan B?
Right.
Plan B real quick, and
Right. Yeah.
exciting. Luckily we don't have, we didn't have $1 million on the line.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, it was a great time. It was a great learning experience.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you are going to be premiering it online, which I'd never heard of anyone doing before.
It's out now. We released it
On the 1st.
on the first.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
It's out now. Boom, go check it out.
Okay, so for everyone, and I'm going to make sure that I mention it again when we're wrapping up, let's get the website
Okay.
of where they can go and check it out.
So my production company is the Golden Cross International, the GXI, and we have our website, thegxi.com. And if you want to go directly to the film to check out the film, it's film.thegxi.com. You got that?
Yes, film.thegxi.com.
Yes.
So you guys go online, go to the website, support this brother. You know, people, when you premiere your films, people have excuses. Oh, I can't get out to make it. I got this to do. I got that to do. No excuses. It's online.
Online, wherever you are, it's there.
Yes, yes. How genius is that to premiere your movie online? Genius. Check it out. Okay, so that's done. You're premiering from the 1st to what's the end date that is going to be online? Was there a window, or I'm wrong? I could be wrong.
Well, good question. The window right now is up to the 15th.
Okay.
Now we might be able to stretch that, but for now it is.
Yes. Just make sure you see it before the 15th, and then if it stretches out past the 15th, watch it again.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, there we go. Yep.
So, what are you working on right now?
Oh man,
Writing, I assume.
I'm working on finishing and releasing my hands, getting fine lines out into the public, and from here, oh my gosh, I have you know, like I was saying, I've been doing a lot of writing, so I got a couple of the projects that I'll be looking to do some fundraising for.
Yes.
There's kind of have a passion project. There's a piece that I wrote about, you know, it's I call it my Minorities Lives Matter project. So dealing with mostly black and brown issues and issues of police violence, overuse of the badge, and just our own violence and issues that we have going on in our communities. So, you know, we've seen all these videos coming out with you know, crazy things happening, like Trayvon and Eric Garner. So, you know, it really bothered me, and I was just there like, okay, what do I do? What can I do? You know, what can I do? And I said, oh, you know what? Let me take it out in writing. You know, I'm an artist. I'm a filmmaker. Maybe that could be my way of just releasing. And started writing, and you know, I wrote this featurette. It's about a family dealing with the same thing. It's about a family dealing with the loss of a family member to a law enforcement officer, and how each one is trying to cope individually and as a community. So each one is dealing with it in their own different ways, you know. Just to bring up that question of, you know, what do we do? You know, I keep on asking myself, what do I do? You know, and so we're looking at different ways of dealing with that and how they all come about. So yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting and kind of scary at the same time.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with a couple of filmmakers who said, oh, you know, now everyone is going to be making these types of films.
Yeah.
But my perspective was that that's not a bad thing. True. Because not only do we keep it out there for people to see and not forget, you know, what's going on, and, you know, not let people try and sweep it, you know, the media try and sweep it under the rug. But we get different perspectives. Exactly. Coming from the writer and the director of how they envision their characters would handle these type of situations. And so that starts a whole, so many different conversations on how families deal with it, how the officers deal with it. So many different perspectives.
Exactly.
In doing films on this topic.
Right.
So that's awesome, and that's heavy. That's something heavy to write.
Yeah. It is. I mean, it was a great release and a great way, like, the perspectives issue. I love that, in life to get a lot of different perspectives on different issues. So I like dealing with different perspectives, and that's what I wanted to kind of dig in on, like in the piece that I've written. There are people that want to go the faith route, and the people want to go, the forgiveness route and love route, and there are others that want to go the vengeance route, and there are others that want to go just different ways, different politics, ways to go about it, and each one is kind of going about it. And I wanted to kind of explore where each one could lead and what we can actually do to bring about a real change.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see if I can go beyond just the conversation to showing a way. Hopefully I did it the right way.
Sounds good. I'm sure whatever you did is the right way.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever you did is the right way. And so what are first off, Fine Lines, did you submit to any festivals, or did you just go to premiering it yourself and getting it out there yourself?
I submitted to a number of festivals. We got into a couple of them. We're actually going to be. We were in Rapid Lion in South Africa.
Nice.
Get the feedback from that to see how everything went there. Yeah. But we submitted to a few. Would have loved to get into a few more.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, and I'm also talking to my people about what we can do differently about that. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on film festivals? Are they do they serve a purpose? Are they needed, or are they just in business to take money from filmmakers for submissions?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of experience with them, especially as on this side of the camera. I think they serve a purpose. I think you just have to know why if you're a filmmaker submitting to a film festival, you have to really know why you're doing it. Are you doing it for of course, a lot of people do it for the exposure, but like, what kind of specific exposure are you doing it for? Are you trying to expose it to just a general audience? Are you trying to expose it to other producers or other filmmakers, or is it distributors? And then, look into that particular film festival to see if it's going to meet your needs, your goals for it.
That's right.
Yeah. What's been your experience? What do you? I'd like to know what you feel about that.
When I first started, I did not do my homework. So, like you said, I did not have in my mind any specifics on what I wanted to walk away from. Yes. So I submitted just to let people see what the crowd response was, and then I came home and it was like, okay, now what?
Right.
Well, what am I going to do now? And the movie just sat. But like you said, if you do your homework before you start submitting, why you're submitting, who you're submitting to, and really know what you want to get out of it, I think they definitely serve a huge purpose. I think for me at this point, it would strictly be for networking.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to go to festivals to try and get on.
Mhm.
And there was one festival I went to, I don't remember which one it was, and someone said, you know, don't come to festivals trying to, and they were famous, whoever they were that was saying this. They were like, you know, don't come to festivals try and get my ear to try and get a job with me. You know, being honest, I have my crew of trusted people. You need to be building your crew of trusted people, and they're sitting next to you. They're hungry like you are. They're talented like you are. You know, those are the people that you need to be coming to festivals with. And when I heard it, I was just like, but then I thought about it and I'm like, that's absolutely right. Like, I've met some awesome people and we're all on the come up together and we all support each other. And we're, you know, spread around up and down the East Coast. But yeah, definitely huge on festivals for networking.
Right. Yeah. You know, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So you are getting your premiere going and writing, and possibly at some point a little bit later this year, starting on your next project.
Yeah.
As far as being a filmmaker, what are your feelings on being a filmmaker of color? Do you think you should just be looked at as a filmmaker, or, you know, do you not mind being looked at as a Black filmmaker? Do you think that you make Black films? Do you just think that you make films? Like, what are your thoughts on the categories that we get placed into?
Yeah, I don't really believe or subscribe to the Black filmmaker or um, or even, I mean, honestly, for me, even the Black actor
Mm-hmm.
uh, category, if you will, as far as you know, a lot of people talk about that and talk about the limitations, which of course there are, and the hardships, and of course they are there, but you know, it doesn't help me to look at that. And I
Mm-hmm.
think, you know, while there are challenges, the underrepresentation
Mm-hmm.
out there for Black filmmakers, Black actors, you know, but you know, the other actor got their challenges as well.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I just, you know, for me, I just gotta go and work,
Yeah.
really. Um,
Art is art.
art is art, and my story is, you know, my story is my story, and I gotta give the next person uh, their room to do what they want to do with their project. Just
Mhm.
like I hope they're gonna give me. Well, I know, you know, I'm gonna have my room
Yeah.
to. Well, I guess I hope, you know, will have my room to do with my project what I want to, how I'd like to have it done.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I really believe in, like, you know, especially as artists, you know, giving an artist space to be who they are and tell their story. So you know, it's a challenging industry for a whole lot of people,
Yeah.
all different colors and
Mhm.
genders.
Mhm.
Yeah, just trying
Mhm.
to do best I can, and we try to do the best we can, and go forth.
That's right.
Um, what's your take, you know, as a Black female?
You know, I being an independent and not really being in the industry like in Hollywood or New York or Atlanta, you know, some of these larger cities. I guess I don't feel what they feel as far as being labeled. So, you know, for me right now, the art is the art. Um, but in me starting my company, Real 365, I know that I wanted to create a platform um, where, you know, we had this one place where we could shine and we could build each other up
Right.
to let us, you know, shine and support and that type of thing.
Beautiful. I like
Yeah,
that.
but I'm like you. I'm just gonna go out here and do what I got to do. find my way to do what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, our time is coming to a close. I want to thank you again for sitting down with me.
So much for having me. I really, really, really appreciate it.
You're so welcome. I'm going to give the website again for the film, to view his film, Fine Lines. It is www, make sure I get this right, film.thegxi.com.
That's correct.
Yes, to see Fine Lines. And then let's hear about your social media. You're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all this jazz.
Yeah, we got some links off of the website. The website is the GXI, and then from there you can see all the links to social media, different social media pages, YouTube. Yeah, just
All right. I will be sure to post those links and the website tomorrow along with this video. Again, I'm sitting down tonight with Gordon Timothy, actor, producer, director, writer, singer, this, that.
Yeah, and the dancing machine.
And the dancing machine.
I have a little room right here, man. I just
Bust a move.
some, but not next time.
See, had I known, could have had him, jump up and do a two-step for us tonight.
I would have next time.
All right. Well, thank you again. And again, I'm Tanika Wright of Real 365. Check us out online, www.real-365.com, on Facebook and Twitter at Real 365. Check us out and have a good night. Thanks again, Gordon.
Good night. Thank you.
All righty.